Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Anita Rivers again of Classic Royalty Designs from New York City. Wait, I'm a clown. But today I have a great video for you all, and as you guys can see for the title, it's 8 amazing basic patterns you guys need to do any garment. And with these 8 patterns, you can mix and match them, you can put them together and come out with a banging garment. I promise you guys. Now, I'm going to go one by one and I'm going to tell you guys what you can do with this pattern and why you should have it and whatnot. And I feel and I believe that you guys, beginners or professionals, need these 8 patterns. Now, the first pattern you guys should have is your basic skirt pattern. Now, these may look weird to you because I have them on oak tag. Now, oak tag is this hard paper here, and they look old because they are old, and I've had these things since college, and like they're disgusting. I need to redo. I would say you guys need your basic skirt only because with your basic skirt you can do so much with this. You can do a basic skirt. If you have the right bottom, you can do a gown. You can actually make it shorter. You can do with this mark here, you can put sheer on the side, you can do a dart, you can take out the dart, you can do a high-waisted skirt. And with this, if you know how to manipulate your patterns, you can do a flare skirt. Like, this is just the basic skirt. It is what it's named, basic skirt, and everyone needs a basic skirt. And again, you need the front basic skirt, and then you need the back basic skirt. And my patterns are a size 6. Now, it doesn't matter what size you have because that depends on you, but I'm a size 10 now. Whoa. But when I was a size 6, I got a size 6. But again, if you have your basic patterns, you can use these patterns for any style, for any size. And later on in my YouTube channel, I'm going to show you guys how to actually use this pattern, size 6, for any size client. Now, the second pattern you guys will need is your basic bodice pattern. So this here is your basic bodice pattern. As you guys can see, if I put it against myself, it what? Sorry. If I put this against myself, as you guys can see, it's a bodice. A bodice is the top portion of your body. So it's from your waist, your neck, and it's your shoulder. So here, as you guys can see, this is my neck, my shoulder, my underarm, my side seam, my waist, and my center front. This is called a center front right here because it's on the center of you. This is the center of your front, and this is the front of your body, so it's called a center front. The reason why I say you guys will need this only is because you can take this and you can use it for so many things. You can manipulate it and have a seam come down from the front and have your center front one pattern and your center side seam another pattern. You can also put your basic skirt on the bottom of your basic bodice, and then you can do a dress. Like, see what I'm doing with you guys? With this pattern and this pattern, you can make a great garment together. Okay, so the third pattern you guys will need, this is going to be 3A because I have 2 sleeves actually. So 3A, you guys will need your basic sleeve pattern. If you guys don't have a basic sleeve pattern, go to your closet, find you a nice old long sleeve shirt, just cut off the sleeve, trace it on muslin, and cut it in half. And this is what this is. This is your basic long sleeve pattern. And of course, you guys will need this for everything you do. And if you look closely, I have marked here, it says sleeve pattern, size 6, and then it says cut 1 or cut on fold. And then it says this line here is short sleeve, and then it's 3/4 sleeve, and this is long sleeve. And this is what it should look like, and this is the shape that it should be. Okay, so the fourth pattern you guys will need is your basic pocket pattern. Now, I made this just using the shape of my hand, and I will be doing a pocket video very soon because it is very easy. But I literally traced my hand. I put my hand on a piece of paper and I put it down, actually on this side. I put my hand on a diagonal like this. I made a straight line and I just shaped the outline of my hand, and that's, sorry, why or something in here. Yes, so you guys will need your basic sleeve pattern, and on the front all I wrote was pocket pattern cut 4, because you will need 4 of these patterns for a pair of pants or a skirt or a dress. You need 1 on the front, 1 on the back. You need 2 for the side seam, so 2 in the front and 2 in the back. When you put them together and turn it inside out, you have the pocket. So if you want to use pockets, you need to cut 4 of these patterns. So you guys will definitely need this pocket pattern. Now the 5th pattern you guys will need is, if you guys can see this, is your basic pant pattern, right? This is the back of my basic pant pattern. No, I didn't buy a pattern. I took my measurements. I also had a pair of pants that I didn't wear anymore, but I loved how they fit me. So all I did was I cut the pants up, I saved the front of the pattern of the pant, and I saved the back of the pant. This shape looks big because this is the back of a pant pattern. Now what I'm showing you is, if you guys can see, this is the front of a pant pattern. Now from top to bottom, this is the front. And you see all these markings here? If you guys go watch my Sewing Essentials video, you guys can see that I said that you guys may need markers, and this is why you need the markers. And you can use this one pattern from multiple patterns. So this is the pant pattern, right? This is my shorts, and this is the knee. So if you guys want knee length shorts, and again, this will be your pant pattern. And you make notes on all of your patterns. So here it says knee, it says center front, it says short, it says add 1 inch for seam allowance, it says add 1 inch for hem, long shorts, and you put an arrow straight down. But you guys will need a basic pant pattern. You guys need the front, and you guys will need the back. Now the 6th pattern I believe that everyone should have, but it is also optional, is your basic bathing suit pattern. Now I got this pattern again from a bathing suit that was very old that I haven't worn in a long time. I didn't want it anymore, so I cut up my basic bathing suit pattern, and this is what I came up with. And again, some people ask, how do you know will it fit? How do you know what size it is? Well, once you cut the bathing suit you already have and you put it on muslin, get some old spandex or some cheap fabric and try it out. And then once you try the bathing suit on, if it's too big, then you make adjustments to your pattern. If it's too small, then you make adjustments to your pattern. You will never know if anything fits you properly if you guys don't try it out. So again, you guys will need your basic bathing suit pattern, and this is the front. So it says bathing suit front. Let me go on this side. So it says bathing suit front. It says size 6, cut 1, cut on fold, crop top if you guys want a 2-piece bathing suit, and then it says this is the waist. So the reason why I have this line here and this line here is because if I wanted to add a nice sexy sheer fabric in the middle, I can do that, and I know exactly where underneath my bust was, and I know exactly where my waist was. So you guys can put that for yourself. And the back is the same thing, as you guys can see. It has, you know, bathing suit back, size 6, cut 1, or cut on fold, and again, it has the waist. So these, I feel you guys should have these. It's also optional. If you're not really a bathing suit person and don't want to do a bathing suit collection, that's fine, but still have these available in your archives, because it may be 98 degrees one day and you may want to go to Florida for vacation or your honeymoon, and you may want a sexy bathing suit. So bam, make sure you guys have these in your archives. Okay, so the 7th pattern you guys will need is your basic dress pattern. So if you guys may be wondering, this basic dress looks almost identical to the basic bodice, and that's because it is. So The only thing that I did different was that I extended the basic bodice, and that's what a dress is. Don't need any darts because you can use this for any stretch fabrics like Pant or knits, of course, or spandex. And if you want it to fit tighter, just taking it from the side seam or the back seam if there's no zipper. So again, I'm going to read you guys what's on this pattern. So it says basic dress pattern, right? It says size 6 cut 1. Here it says under chest, and then it says above waist, waist seam, and of course it says center front. And always to your garments, always leave 2 inches at the bottom because you never know. I'm short, but like I said, I use my same patterns for all of my clients. So for me not to make it short, I always do 2 inches. So this pattern is my measurements. So if I had a client who was maybe 6'3", I would take her measurements and I would continue to do the center front all the way down until I measure her neck to me. So you can always use the same patterns over and over again. As long as you have these basic patterns, you do not need to draft new ones, okay? Now the last pattern that I have for you guys, you can use this pattern for like everything. I use this pattern for everything. The one and only basic circle skirt pattern. I use this pattern to like the death of me. Like I use this on my dresses, my sleeves, my circle skirts, of course, bell bottom pants. Like I'll live for this pattern. Even for my ruffles, I use this pattern. It says flare skirt, size 4, cut on fold or cut 1. Top portion here is your side seam. So this red writing says side seam. And this writing here that you guys see that I'm holding, this down here, it says center front. Side seam needs to be the same length unless you guys are doing a high-low skirt. It's a whole nother video. I live for this pattern. Like you can use it for a circle skirt, which goes here. You can use this for a nice sleeve if it's draped properly. You can use it for a nice sleeve, or depending on what your style is, you can use this for like a nice cape or anything. And for some pants, you take your pant pattern. I'm gonna get my pant pattern so you guys can see what I'm talking about. If you guys take your basic pant pattern and put the circle skirt at the bottom, you now have bell bottom pants. This is why you do not throw away any patterns, and this is why you should always reuse patterns. Don't make life hard. Keep these patterns, people. Like you will need all of these patterns. Like they're great. These are your 8 basic patterns that you guys will need to make any garment that you have in your brain. Don't overthink, people. Fashion design is not hard. It should be easy. It should flow. It should come to you. It should come to your brain. Do not stress over sewing or making patterns. Don't overstress. Don't overthink. And you will be fine. You will be fine. I promise you guys. But again, those were your 8 patterns that I feel, that I believe that you guys need to be great fashion designers. Before we go, I want to show you guys my pattern tattoo. So I have over 23 something tattoos. This is my pattern, and this is my bodice pattern. So this pattern on my arm is actually this pattern. Isn't that cool, guys? I told you I'm all about fashion design, and I'm a designer. Like I live, breathe, and like, I don't know, eat fashion. That's so corny, but literally I do. Like, it's sickening. If you guys have any other suggestions on what other basic patterns beginners or professionals should have, please leave it below in the comments. If you even think of anything, put it in the comments. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Press the notification buttons because you know you want to. And again, thank you guys for watching your girl Classic Royalty. And I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.